Conversational anchoring gets powerful when you mix psychology with a little heat, just enough to light a spark without crossing the line. The whole point is simple. When she feels something good, warm, playful, or intimate around you, you mark that moment with a word, a gesture, or a tone. Later, you bring back that cue, and she slips right back into the same feeling. Think of it like creating emotional fingerprints. So picture this. You're talking to a woman, and somewhere in the conversation she lets her guard down. Her voice gets softer, she leans in, her eyes linger a little too long. That moment, that energy, is where anchoring lives. You don't push it, you don't rush it, you just catch it. Then you attach a cue. For example, she's telling you about something that turns her on intellectually: passion, ambition, confidence. And while she's describing it, her breathing slows just a bit, her lips part in that tiny unintentional way. You hold eye contact, lower your voice a half step, and say, "I like when you talk like that." Now that phrase becomes an anchor. Later, when you repeat it, she doesn't remember the words so much as the feeling she had when she first heard them. Another example, she laughs at something you said, really laughs, not the polite kind. She touches your forearm without even thinking about it. That's a moment charged with openness. You anchor it by giving her a slow, knowing smirk and saying, "There she is." Now whenever you use that line, you're calling her back to that bubbly, touchy, unfiltered version of herself. Or this one, more intimate, more dangerous, still safe. She's teasing you, testing you, pushing your buttons just to see how you respond. And you can feel the sexual tension under the playfulness. That is prime anchoring territory. You lean just slightly closer, close enough that she can feel the weight of your presence, and say, "You know, you get a certain look when you're like this." She'll ask, "What look?" You don't tell her. You let her wonder. This anchors the tension itself. Every time you say, "That look," later, the tension wakes back up. Anchoring works beautifully when she's nervous, too, the good kind of nervous. Maybe you compliment her in a way that hits deeper than she expected. Her breath catches a little. She tucks her hair behind her ear in that shy but interested way. While she's in that flustered state, you drop a simple cue like, "Relax, I'm not going to bite." Later, when the air gets thick again, repeating that line brings her right back into that warm, electric tension. And here's the riskiest one you can still say publicly. If she's imagining something, thinking about attraction, chemistry, connection, you anchor the imagining itself. She says, "I like someone who can take the lead." You tilt your head, soften your voice, and say, "Careful, you're painting pictures." That phrase locks her mental image to your voice. Later, whispering, "painting pictures," turns up the heat instantly. Anchoring isn't about controlling her. It's about noticing her emotional peaks, and learning how to bring her back to them with nothing but a word, a glance, or a shift in tone. That's the art. That's the spark. And when you do it right, she feels it every time. We'll see you next time.